coming, guys. Breathe in, exhale. Hi, welcome in. I'm blessing your ears. I love it. When I tap, I would like for you guys to take a deep inhale and exhale with your mouth open. Okay. We're tuning in, guys. Our brain needed this. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Inhale. All the way. Exhale. Make sure you have your volume at a medium level. It shouldn't be echoing if you're wearing earphones, buds, beats. The reading will start in 5 minutes. Did you inhale? Okay. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope everybody feels really good and refreshed, rejuvenated, I hope. All right. I'll give it you guys 2 minutes to restore yourselves, to come back to self. I did cleanse the energy, or the space, I should say, for this reading, for this purpose, to receive answers from the divine and from spirit. All right. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Can I have 3? Mind, body, and soul. Okay. Consciousness, mind, body, and soul. Okay. So we have mind, body, and soul. We're going through an awakening here, guys, with the tower. We're having some either awakening or enlightenment. Hi, Garfield. How are you? It's me, Yippee. You're so cute. Welcome, guys. Appreciate you every time you guys come here, and especially when you talk to me. I love talking to you guys, interacting with you. Okay, so we have the tower. Again, like I said, it's an awakening. It's a truth coming in. Okay, and the King of Pentacles is we're finding stability. As we continue communicating our needs and, you know, creating justice for what's ours. Okay. So let's see what our spirit has to say. And the Fool on the bottom of the deck is liberation, is change. You know, it's like people could think of me as a fool, but I am what I am. I want to be living life in a way that I accepting myself. We could be very different, very unique. You know how people dress a certain way, either because they like fashion, they're dressing up traditional from ancestors, the way that they dressed, very Apache, very native. If not others, again, they just dress up different. They have their own unique way. So right here is just basically saying, as I'm awakening to who I am, I'm accepting, I'm being responsible, but yet finding balance, stability within my own self, my own needs, my own wants. Okay. Let's see. In people's eyes, you could be a fool, but in reality, you damn well, deep inside your mind, your body, and soul, you're not going to go ahead and worry about that, what others think. Everybody has an opinion, but at the end of the day, what matters is you, what you think of yourself. Okay? I'm feeling this one. Yeah, see? Your what's that word I'm hearing? International? Is that what I'm hearing? This awakening is not just awakening your consciousness, it's awakening so much within yourself. Things from the back of your mind that you could have been hasty about when it came down to changes, okay? As this awakening happens, you start realizing where you were shorted, where you needed to put energy more towards, either towards just working more on yourself, working more on your growth, or allowing the light to illuminate your mentality, to illuminate your spirit and your mind, to tell you what things were. Maybe you weren't, hi, welcome back. You weren't feeling certain emotions, or you weren't expressing yourself this way, But now that the intelligence of that emotion, the trust, the knowledge, the caring, healing, the advice from oneself, yeah, see, it's allowing you to be emotionally fulfilled. Because wishes are coming true. You're starting to see the realization of your dreams, the happiness, the joy that it brings from you recognizing something within self. Whatever you put your mind into it, you work towards that, and that's going to be illuminated. Okay? So Spirit here is just straight up saying, don't give up, keep going. Okay? And look, again, the King of Pentacles, security. It's not just stability. You are secured when it comes to you pouring into your own cup, because this is your new beginning. We can have multiple kinds of beginnings and new beginnings over and over again, and that's fine. Okay? It could be a new beginning in a job, a new beginning in a career, consciousness, something celebrated from self that's bringing so much new planning. It's just clarity. Okay? Let's not even go anywhere else. Just clarity, mental clarity. Your answers are coming. Look at that, the Hermit. You're soul searching as well. As you're soul searching, you're letting all this light, all this consciousness to finally guide you where you need to go in order for you to find that soul search, that enlightenment that your spirit, your mind, your body needs, without the need of being hasty about it. Okay? So jump right in, departure from whatever needs to be departed from, and make yourself happy. Find that joy in things again. Find the joy in working for yourself, you know, getting ready, looking cute in whatever way you want to do it. If you want to be super chill and sweats and basketball shorts, but yet you look cute, you do that. You don't have to wear a suit every day. You don't have to wear jeans every day. You know, your freaking high class top tier shoes or whatever. You can wear the most comfortable shit ever and still look fucking good. The thing that matters is that you're getting up, you're showering, you're getting yourself together. You put a little bit of makeup. You know, you're looking good. You put a little bit of cologne, some deodorant, something new, a new fragrance that could be attracting. Okay? You're allowing yourself to be seen. Ooh, I like that. And you allowing yourself to be seen here, collective. It's gonna be allowing you to recharge and be prosperous. Maybe you're gonna be attracting money, a new job, something here, some type of stability, some abundance. Okay, something you will be manifesting something here, and probably you know it, probably you don't know what you're doing. And this is what's coming up. This is what's showing up for you. Okay, a new job, some good news. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so you are in luck here. The Scorpio energy, I think there is, I need to look it up. There is a full moon in Scorpio. We might be in it already. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's not even close enough. But it don't matter. A lot of people start feeling it way before the full moon in Scorpio. I know I was already feeling it before Aries full moon. So, yeah, a lot of people feel it during the time, after, or before. However it goes, we feel it different. But we all feeling it. Okay? Oops. So it could be some healing here when it comes to you being in that energy. And look at that. You're going to be attracting love, a new partner, or just coming home to someone new. If it's not the case, it will be you coming home to yourself. Because you're restoring your mind, your body, and spirit. You're restoring all that from within. I want to look for something real quick. Let's see. So yeah, right here, it's like you're just moving, okay? Your body's moving. Your spirit is moving, my bad. Your confidence is moving. You're truly aligning with your consciousness here. Tell me more about this Two of Cups, Spirit. This love card. And this new job. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So you're going to be either generous when it comes to either when you travel. You're just going to be traveling. You're going to be generous with your energy. I did mention this one of my readings. I'm not sure what horoscope it was, but it did come up. Okay? It's something about very optimistic about your energy. You know, before you could have been really closed off, embarrassed of who you were. But look at that. With all this enlightenment, all this clarity that's coming in for you, you're just going to be like, okay, this is my comfort zone. It's pushing you out of your comfort zone. At this point, it's done. You're not going to be home anymore. You're going to be elsewhere, making things happen, either in the same area that you're in or somewhere different. Maybe you're going to be a friend to someone that needs this friendship, that needs this light. And you're going to allow them to be. You're going to give that to them. You're going to be so generous with it that say, hey, you know what? Let me take care of the rent, or let me take care of your kids as you're doing the emotional work. Okay? As this is happening, things are aligning for you. Not because you're doing that, you're being generous. It's just that you being generous on top of whatever else is happening, and it's going to go ahead and grant you something back. Okay? Something out of, maybe like you just, let's say you become a caregiver or a babysitter for someone, and all over the blue, you end up making that an actual career. Okay? Maybe you were, I don't know, baking some goods, and all of a sudden it becomes a job in your new place, in your new city. Because remember, you're getting out of this, you're flying out. Your spirit is soul searching, so you're traveling. You know, you're feeling it in certain areas, like, okay, you know what, let me go here. There might be people or a community that needs my assistance, so I'm gonna travel and go there, do what I gotta do, bake, sell my goods, or teach them how to do it, and then go back home and then do it again somewhere else. As you're sharing this knowledge, this wisdom, you're helping yourself as well to find your community, other than just being in one place. So to me, this sounds very overwhelming. Okay, so you guys could have been just all over the place. Maybe you were not really putting too much energy on other things. Maybe you just kept it to yourself. And I get it. It could have been from trauma. It could have been from you think, you know, just not, I don't want to say accepting yourself. But again, maybe you were just embarrassed at what people might think, you know. Or they'll just be like, oh no, they're not the right fit. Just something, right? It was just yourself thinking otherwise. But with this happening now, with this moon, this healing moon, it's just really pushing you all the way out in order for you to finally just make a breakthrough it. For you to break out of the habit. For you to break out of that embarrassment. For you to break out of that self-doubt. For you to break out from whatever bullshit has been holding you back. Even if it's just yourself sabotaging yourself. You know, it did come out you being hasty, so let's not. Okay? Yeah, see? We're releasing some type of addiction, some depression, some mental issue, the ego. We were too obsessed with certain things, perhaps, that instead of actually us offering something better, We just kept taking action all the time. Instead of just allowing it to come to us, we were the one chasing the whole time. Okay? But look, we have to feel it with our roots, with our heart chakra, with all of our chakras, or just simply with 2 chakras at a time, to know what to do and how to manifest it. And if we have to be generous along the way, then that's what we're going to do with ourselves or with another human that crosses our path. In order for them to either awaken their spirit, or for just to them to learn or take the wisdom with them and transition into calmer waters and to moving forward. Okay? Oh, Spirit, I'm loving it. Yeah, see, clarity. I'm going to keep that card. For new ideas, better planning, right? This could be for you and for whoever else you help along the way. Yeah, see? Practice. Patience. As you are self-employment, you're building business. Okay, you're trading some goods for something else. You know, you're teaching others how to either be their psychic or every psychic, right? Every person that's gifted, they learn how to use their power. They've learned how to manifest the life that they desire. And thanks to your awareness, thanks to your wisdom, you can help them in how to do that. You can share your knowledge to them and to just more than one person and help them out for the craft. Maybe you can earn something within that, to which now you have a partnership to which you can earn, they could earn, and you guys just bring it to life. And you all could earn and finally have something where you can finally make changes and you don't have to worry about money or finances or anything. I'll just keep making it happen for yourself. Okay? Yeah, it was an ongoing battle. This battle just kept going on and on and on and on and on. That it's just like you were just standing on your own corner. You were just in your own corner. There was no wealth. Your health was just messing up every time. You try to get back up and it just took you back down again. But now with independent wealth, we're successful now, right? We have the mentality, we have the energy, we have the abundance. Our Venus. I'm going to have to do a reading for that one. Let me write my notes down. Give me a second. Readings to do up next. Venus. Planet. Okay, Venus. That's my next reading. Okay? So as your Venus returns, everything else returns. I know Venus, Taurus and Venus is relationships and love. Okay. Let's go ahead and clear this out. All right, Spirit. All right. Ooh, grand sisters. Ground sisters. Huh. That's a first. Ground sisters. Ground sisters. I'm feeling this one. The Wheel of Fortune. Ground sisters. What? Is this like talking to the sisters that are grounded? Or what? Ground sisters. that one back. I'm feeling this one. Okay. I'm feeling this one too. You could have been fighting something here, collective. Yeah. When it comes to your dreams, obviously, we all want to take notes and make decisions and choices and just go right for it, right? But something was just not changing. Something was not shifting. It just left us dry with anxiety, terror, just very negative perhaps for some of us. It was not liberating. It was not spiritually transforming into anything. Okay, it just kept us rocking back and forth and our boat will not move. There is some type of explanation for this. There's logic. Okay, we're calculating, you know, and either we're just calculating somebody else's worries instead of ours. As in, like, we're feeling their shit instead of us feeling our own stuff. Okay. And with the death card here, again, we can't transform spiritually because, again, we're just fucking sensing everybody else's bullshit. We're standing our ground, but really we're not in our own corner. We're outside of the ring. How do you expect to fight something outside of the ring? We have to get back out there and take justice for what is ours, for what it was taken from us. Even if you have to apologize to your own goddamn self once again, one more time, you do that. And we have the Tower again at the end of the at the bottom of the deck. This enlightenment is not plain. This light is really illuminating all the chaos, or just simply the trauma or the expected changes. Whatever it was, it's being illuminated. Bankruptcy, okay, everything. So in other words, you're gonna have to get rid of a lot of things in order for this other stuff to be able to manifest, or just simply for you to free yourself and make a breakthrough it energetically, meaning spiritually. You're gonna have to take charge in a different manner in order for it to manifest. Even if you have to go somewhere else to do it, just in the meantime, then you fucking do that. If you have to move somewhere else temporarily, then you do that. Temporarily. Go for it. Make a change. Do it. And whenever you need to come back to where everything started, then you do that again. You know, it doesn't have to be something that you should be in the hurry about. Remember, you're choosing carefully out of love and understanding and wise where you're going to plant your seeds. Where are you going to ground this energy of yours in order for you to receive and be abundant towards that career, that independence, those dreams, and just finally take full action without the need of stopping or being stopped. There has to be a choice. There has to be a decision being made. You know, there's really nothing for me personally. There's nothing for me out here. So if you guys need to hear that, then okay, yeah, I have my family, like my parents and my siblings, my nieces, but really they have their own shit. I don't have a wife, a girlfriend, you know, I don't have kids either, so why not? Just go, leave. You guys leave. Go somewhere else, travel. And once you make that move, then answers will come in so clear to what you know what to do next. You're gonna know what to get rid of. You're gonna know what else to, where to gain, you know, where to put your energy in. This reading is sounds so familiar. I read this in one of my old other videos, and it just keeps coming back. A lot of us are dealing with this, guys. But it doesn't matter how many of us is dealing with it. The thing is, we need to make that change in order for things to start aligning and for us to start attracting what's ours and start receiving the abundance instead of just slacking every time. Can I have 7 cards, Spirit? Seven cards. These two. Okay. And a +1. I like it. See, feeling inspired to do those changes, to make those changes, to, you know, to receive that blessing, that new abundance, that new beginning, we're inspired to do so. And nurturing that space, nurturing that choice that we've made because we felt it sincerely. Okay, now we're mothering and we're fathering, especially mothering this decision, this choice, like a strong female. Okay, we're strong in that energy right now. We're putting emotion and what needs to be put into and take action. So no more moving forward with feeling trapped. No more feeling, you know, being in the corner or outside of the ring. This time we're inside the ring. And we're not going to be punished. You know when a fight goes down, but somebody did a wrong move, the referee, I'm not sure how they say it, but they doesn't count. That's what's going to happen. We're going to be able to make the right moves without nobody stopping us. There will be no more conflict. We'll be more rested, less fear, less anxiety, less feeling overwhelmed. This mental overload is going to be more aligned and more drawn to earth or grounded, so we can just finally move forward without feeling, you know, restricted or that we don't belong here or whatever. But now with the World card and the Star, we're achieving all of this creativity, contentment, renewal, right? Like we're just finally pouring where it needs to be poured instead of pouring outside of us. And that happens, you know, we can't go into that space and start blaming ourselves and just causing more chaos and just telling ourselves, oh my gosh, I was an idiot. How could I let that happen? No, it happened. You know, things, the universe, God, the ancestors, spirit guides, it will guide you. But again, it will test you to see where you're at. That's why we have to be aware, self-aware, self-observant of our surroundings and what we're doing. We can be healed. Just because we're healed doesn't mean that shit will not happen. You know, life is still lifing. Maybe for us, it's going to be more more abundant, more calm and everything. Why? Because we are doing the work. We are working towards our peaceful mind, towards our spirit, towards abundance. And the ones that want to stay behind are going to stay behind because that's what they chose. We can't do nothing about that. Okay? I'll just wish them well and keep moving forward. I do recommend for you guys to declutter your homes. Go ahead and burn some sage along with lemongrass or street grass. It's the same thing. What does that do? You're cleansing the space and attracting positivity. Or Palo Santo. Either one's totally fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish up. All right, Spirit. Let's finish up for the collective. Any other more messages? Wait, hold on. Let's end this reading, Spirit. Ending this reading for the collective. Abundance. Energies around abundance. Okay. Prosperity. I like that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. I'm going to use just these 3 cards. Yes. Feeling. Okay. At some point you were trapped, confined, right? Self-eliminating. You were eliminating certain things. But now that you're upside down, side to side, you're hung a different type of way, or finding you're adding consciousness or emotions into how you feel about certain things. And you're seeing the wisdom when it comes to that. You're seeing the stability. You're seeing the protection, the authority that you have, and the control by practicing all these meditations, practicing everything, feeling inspired towards your new beginnings. You're really starting to see the bigger picture. This is confirmation. The Emperor is entrepreneur, okay? It's an Aries card, as you can see. It's rooted, okay? You're going to be stepping into your roots and really yanking those roots out and planting them somewhere else that's more unique. It has the soil is just really just healthy. It's good. That's going to grow. And you're going to ground your energy. You're going to see the prosperity of all that harvest that you've been putting out there. Even if it's just seeds, or if it's light, consciousness, awareness, wisdom, you're going to feel more excited for your own true new beginning. Enough with drowning yourself with debts. Enough with drowning yourself with anxiety, with whatever else that you've been not serving you anymore. We cannot be reacting the way that we used to anymore, guys. We have to react more with consciousness, self-awareness. Obviously, lessons are going to be learned, are going to be thrown at us, challenges, in order to see where we at. And that's okay, because that's just part of our growth. It is part of our growth. So the more that happens, the more we have to make that choice and decision and not regret it. Because Aries is not regretful. They're very risk takers. They go for it. They have to do this. Even if it's just for a couple of months, they're going to take that risk. They're going to make that decision, that choice. You know what? Let me just go now. And come back the following year. Give myself 3 months to get all that debt out of the way. And start the year with no debt. Start a new year with a clear mind, to which now I know where to bounce off of, where to ground, and where to plant. If I have to keep moving from one state to another, or just simply traveling, or however you want to do it, even if you're in the same state or in the same city, whatever, it don't matter how it goes. If it's just you using your spirit, not so much physical, but your spirit is scanning, then you're going to do what's best for you and make it happen without a doubt. Everything's looking pretty solid, guys. Okay? Just let this energy, this full moon, to come in and do its thing. And your job is to release. Your job is to consent. And for you to move forward. Okay? Mwah. Besitos. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in your next reading. God bless.